Hey Dad, guess who finally did it? Said the son to his dad. Did what? Said the dad. You're kidding, right? I graduated. Please tell me you're joking, the son replied. What did you do exactly? Dad, I graduated. You know, that thing that 36.4% of students participated in 2024, which is on a decline at the minute, but is still seen as a rite of passage from older generations. And with it comes this monumental level of absurd pressure and stress and relief at the same time, which is confusing for 18 to 19-year-olds because realistically, we all joke our frontal lobes haven't been developed yet, and we don't know if we're ready yet, or if yet is just the next yet to avoid the next yet, and we delay everything and commit to nothing because we're all slowly starting to realise what it means to live and be ourselves. Holy shit. Dad? Are you still there? Said the son. Yeah, I'm here, son. What am I doing? What do I do now? Let's go sit down. Hi. I bet you're a little lost right now, wondering what the fuck is going on. Is this guy unwell? I mean, Jesus, the algorithm seems to have landed me on a schizophrenic YouTube. Why am I here? You don't really graduate, do you? One day you're surrounded by friends, caffeine, deadlines, and this vague sense that life is about to begin, and the next, you're alone in your bedroom watching time move differently. It's like walking off the edge of a cliff. Which is surprisingly common throughout historical events. Please ignore him. I threw him down a well. He was really starting to piss me off. Anyway, no one told you what comes after the essays and the job applications. No one talks about the void. This is you. You is like all of us, really. She likes to scroll and compare herself to others and really likes to put herself down at the most minor of inconveniences. But what is you doing? Well, nothing. Nothing really, or at least nothing monumental, nothing effective, nothing real. But as you can see, you is engaged, no? She has GCSEs and A-levels and qualifications and was even head girl. So we say to ourselves that you is engaged, you is smart, you is a goody two-shoes little prick who loves the spotlight, fucking little bitch. I reckon we all know someone in our lives that fits this description, of course. You're probably thinking of someone right now. A funny friend, a family member. But why aren't you thinking of you? You see, when you leave university, your brain goes through the equivalent of that one family member you hoped every year at the Christmas dinner party would suddenly choke on their comically large portion of fruitcake and finally rest, so that you wouldn't have to listen to their 45-minute chronicle of how they had to raise you that one time and possibly even breastfeed. Okay, we get it. Sorry. Neuroscientists call it identity loss, when the structures that once gave your life meaning suddenly vanish. The dopamine loops, the social validation, the routine, and the achievement, they all collapse. Kind of like the American government. And your brain, this clever little machine, it panics a little. Yours might be smart, mine's useless as fuck. You start searching for that next hit of purpose, but nothing quite fills it. So you tell yourself, I just need a job. Yeah, if only I could get a job. Yeah, that will solve all of my problems, won't it? Yeah, I'll just get a job. Yeah, no, that's all I need. I just need a fucking job. And now let's imagine a future where you got one, because I don't have one. That's why I'm here, being a complete fucking lunatic. And then it's fine. But fine slowly becomes unbearable. You're working a 9-to-5 shift that you don't like, because deep down, you weren't addicted to studying. You were addicted to progress. Sorry. That's just bollocks. When that stops, your brain lowers its stimulation threshold. That's why scrolling feels better than trying. That's why sleep schedules fall apart. That's why so many of us post-uni quietly disintegrate into this little pile of shit. And there's a name for that. It's called the post-achievement crash. Psychologists say when you've spent years chasing gold, your reward system becomes goal-dependent. Once there's no next exam, no semester, no measurable milestone, your dopamine system doesn't really know where to point anymore. So, you turn inwards. You start overthinking, you start self-doubting, you start calling it being lost, when really it's just your brain waiting for new coordinates because you're incapable of creating your own map and understanding what it is that you want and what you want to desire and how you want to live, and you just, I don't know, stop trying? Anyway, but the thing that nobody mentions is that you can actually rebuild that system. Dopamine isn't evil, it's not malicious, it's more like the fat cow at the end of the farmer's land that refuses to come over for the food but is the bestest of girls, so he has to trek all the way to her to feed her because she knows her worth, sweetie. Yeah, I think we can all agree that we all fucking hate that cow. You just have to feed it the right things, you know? Consistency, effort, creation, even tiny goals start to matter again if you repeat them for long enough. But here's what we call in divine introspective comedy, the kicker.
These are getting worse!
Remember you? She thought she did that, exactly that, to a T, by smashing those GCSEs and A-levels and qualifications, and then with uni. But you forgot something. She didn't bring herself, her full self, with her. You see, while you were studying and going out with friends and travelling, she stopped paying attention to the you that liked to play with bugs as a kid, loved to draw butterflies and bake with her mum, and teach her little brother how to draw. The only time she used a pencil now was to etch a callus into her thumb from the late nights studying English because she was good at it. But was she ever good at it? I mean, that's a whole new court to be playing on, to be fair, and it's pretty intense.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, that's not funny.
Can you shut the f*** up? I'd say I'd handled that well. I don't want to fucking hear it. You see, Yu's skills were undeniable, but her heart wasn't there. She left a part of herself behind to better a part she never really had a relationship with. And for what? Social status, ease of access.
Oh yay, TikTok dances and Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone and their mum's trying to give that a go now, but anyway, she didn't need that. She needed to rebuild. You see, there's a strange kind of apathy spreading lately. Not the tired kind where you've run out of energy, the other kind where you've run out of standards.
Oh, that is such a bar.
Oh, sick, I slapped his ass so hard he's a yes man now. Anyway, we say things like it's fine or I'm doing my best, while deep down we kind of know that we aren't. We just lowered the bar so that we could trip over it without feeling bad.
Unfortunately, another bar.
Oh, sick, so he's just gonna do that the entire time now. Cool. But realistically, that's what... Okay, give me a second, I'm gonna drop a serious fucking bar right now.
You said it. I knew you believed it.
That's right, my man. I forgive you. Let's wrap it up. Okay, you ready? You ready? This is gonna be sick. Cue the cinema music. But that, my friends, is what holding yourself to a higher standard is all about. Not comparing yourself to others, just deciding you deserve structure again. Because comfort left unchecked becomes decay, and self-care without direction becomes sedation. It's not that people don't care after uni, it's that the world stops giving you a syllabus, so you have to start writing your own. So maybe the post-uni void isn't a curse. Maybe it's a test, a quiet space asking, who are you when no one's grading you anymore? The answer, I think, is found in motion, not grand gestures, just movement. Getting up, showing up, learning something again, even when no one's watching. Because that's how you rebuild identity. Not by chasing what you were, but crafting who you're still becoming. So if you're in that void right now, don't panic. You're not broken, you're just in between. And if you hold yourself a little higher one day, you'll look back and realize that the void was never empty. It was just a space, waiting to be filled by you.
Woo! Oh, hell yeah, that was f***ing... Oh, sorry. Oh, I didn't realise that was the end credit. My bad.